Ho, baby, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Got a fucking eye booger. Hold on. All right. I think I can see now. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. It's like Warlord the Stash. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. It's a very early, basically late morning stream. I've got class in a little bit, so I want to try and knock out some homework. I'm trying to be proactive, and also, you know, use my homework to help. Zazia, I buy this game. Buy what game? Buy a game of me picking my eye boogers out. What's going on, Zazia? How are you? Okay, let me get my chats going real quick. Give me a second there. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, that one should be good. Need to edit. I forgot to do this. God damn it! I always, you know, it's always something. I always forget. I always forget something. God, there is something in my eye, by the way. Hold on. All right. I got part 2 so hard. You talking about Path of Exile, Zazia? I mean, unless you're saying that I'm part 2, which I don't think that's what you mean. Yeah. If you're talking about Path of Exile, yeah. I mean, honestly, I have been wanting to do nothing but play, but unfortunately, real life apparently is the thing. Path of Exile, Zazia. I'm not listening to you. Shut up. Stupid live chat. All right, here we go. Excuse me. All right. And need that chat. Give me one more. So I got to get one more chat going. Give me one more. Un momento. Okay. That name is not right. I need to change that. Oh, shit. I see what happened. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. My title didn't update. Give me a second. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this off. Like story 2, I don't know how to call that with English. What's up, Andre? Andre Diego, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Hey, hold hands. Hey, listen. I got my build done fairly quickly. That's why I didn't stream so quickly. The Zia says, like story 2, I don't know how to call it with English. Excuse me. Zazia, are you talking about my beautiful face, which I don't think you are? Are you talking about me coding my homework, or are you talking about the Path of Exile game? Because are you talking about what's in my title? Okay, let me do this real quick. I gotta change this. Okay, that's what I need to do. Okay, give me a second. When I in game always Chinese. I got you. Okay, listen. So you're talking about Path of Exile. It's all right. Hey. Listen, I really like Path of Exile. I really do. I have not been able to play as much as I would have liked to play, but life is life, and well, I just started school back again, so I wanted to, you know, do my due diligence, and I feel like it'd be kind of fun to do some of my homework on stream. Maybe it helps somebody. Maybe it doesn't. I see that Twitch. I've had an issue with Twitch, where I set what game I'm playing or like whatever I'm doing, and then Twitch changes it whenever I go live. So I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, I should be on the correct thing now on Twitch. I apologize if you were looking for Path of Exile. Not yet, my friends. Not yet. We'll be Path of Exile in a bit. I don't have that much time before class, but I do have enough time. I feel like to get some stuff done. Okay, here's the deal, and I'm gonna tell it to you. I'm gonna open my beverage. Now, this is obviously not alcohol. I would never consume alcohol before I go to class. So this is definitely just grape juice. Definitely just this is just grape juice. Nothing to see here. Nothing abnormal. Just a little grape juice. I tell you what. I wish that, like, I don't hate the POE2 story. I like Diablo does story better, you know. But the game, Path of Exile 2, the game, not even close. All right. So I'm gonna go to my courses here. Also, let me. I'm so sorry, I forgot.
Is this you talking or the liquor?
Randy, I am the liquor.
All right, I am the liquor. Cheers, salute, kipasanche, prost, skol, prostagma. Cheers, my friends. A little grape juice. A little grape juice. All right. So, I have homework in my Java class. So we're going to look at that. We did some of it in class. However, basically, I don't have the other half of it. So, let's see. Let me see if I can find where we go. I think I need to make a new. Folder. Hold on. Spring 2024. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna call this first folder is gonna be ASDV 22. What is that? Sorry, I'm getting lost in the sauce here. New folder. We're gonna call this Lab 1. Okay, and we're gonna save it in there. Okay, that's what I need. Okay, this is 2420. All right. All right. Let's trying to keep this shit organized. Okay, SLCC spring. Okay, and it needs to be 2420. Is my class code, and then I'm also gonna put Java 2 on there. It's basically what it is, Java 2. All right. So now we can open this up. Okay, so this is what this is part 2 of our lab. Where the hell was it? Here it is. Okay. So we did part 1 in class, which was this circle thing. But it shouldn't take me that long to recreate it. So I feel like we can do that. And so that's what we're going to do. So this is basically the code and what the output is supposed to look like. Right? So the output's supposed to say, I don't know if there's a static context displayed, and then this is the code, which I can basically copy what I need to copy out of it. But what we did learn today was that, well, we're smart now. We're smart second semester students, right? So we're just super geniuses. So now we can auto-generate code using NetBeans. Then before we weren't doing that. Before we weren't auto-generating the code. Before we had to, type it all in. There's an IDE 24 available. Is there? Okay. Well, we'll probably wait on that. So look, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to close all those out. I don't need any of this right now. Clean up my workspace here. It's all old Java files that we had made. Okay, so we're going to do a new project, and it's going to be Java with Maven. Okay, and now I'm going to what happened? I don't know what I've got. I gotta hide my screen. All right. I don't know what I've got. There could be shit everywhere. I don't know. Gotta be careful. Careful, you guys don't see something you're not supposed to see. Is my point. All right. Basically, NetBeans locked up. NetBeans locked up. NetBeans locked up. As the kids say, it crashed out. But yeah, so if we look here, this static we're basically creating this circle method, this circle overloaded method, and these public static void. We're creating all these things using auto-generating code from inside of NetBeans, which is pretty cool. Okay, here we go. All right, here let me just make sure I don't have. Listen, I've got so many things. This is like, we need to hide what we gotta hide. Okay, that's all I can say. Andre Yeager, I hope you're still there, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I just minimized my my game, as a matter of fact, because I was like, all right, I'm gonna be doing streaming. I don't need that up. But I'm pretty happy with where I'm at in mine. I think I'm like a little over 500, like 520 an hour, 530 an hour, something like that. So I'm not too mad about it. NetBeans is unpacking the central repository, which is why it's taking so long. So that's all it is. As soon as it gets me to the folder I need, I'll put the screen back on. I got a lot of stuff, okay? I got a lot of stuff. Some of it maybe not so proud about. It's all super secret stuff, guys. Super secret. While we wait, we hydrate. Cheers, salute, give us 100 pro school, prostagma. Cheers, salute, keep us school, prostagma. Drink. All right, there we go. All right, we're back up. Okay. So it's unpacking the index for central repository, which is what's taking so damn long. Also, another freaking eye booger. I don't know. I haven't showered yet, if you can tell from my unkempt state. My hair's all over the place. Andre says, I'm going up in rankings one place at a time. I also got like 500 plus an hour. Yeah. I mean, I'm done tweaking the build. I'm just going to let it ride. I found a couple more places I could add that had six water. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of came up with it, like spur of the moment. I'll pull it up. Why not? I'll show you what I got. There we go. All right. This is what while we're waiting on NetBeans. Okay, there we go. Lab 1. So I want to stick it in there. Yes, that's what she said. Hey, ho, 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 hey, hey. Hey, hey, your boy, sticking it in there. Hey, hey. Excuse me. All right. I'm unpacking in repositories. All right. Let's see if it loads. Okay, there we go. Project name is going to be Lab 1. How are we going to label this? Lab 1. Yeah. There we go. Okay. That's how we want. Right there. Boom. Okay. I'll show you my town real quick, Andre, since you'd mentioned it. This is basically what we got. Go ahead and take a little sippy poo. So basically, I've got 620 to 630 rice wine vinegar / white rice an hour. So I'm basically being held up by my tofu. I just added in another soybean farm here. I was contemplating putting one here. I feel like I don't have enough soybeans right now. I think the soybeans is what's holding me back. But basically all of these have the 6 passive. Here's all my rice wine vinegar, all my farmers, and then all the white rice is here. I just kind of started throwing this shit together, and like I got these guys here, they're casting shade. So this just kind of is what it is. Like I could probably like expand right here if I really wanted to, but I feel like I'm pushing the limit with how much soybeans I have right now. That's why I've got all these guys working, right? I need to see. I'll check it, but I'll check it tomorrow or later today. I should say. I'll let it run for like an hour and see what my rates are. But yeah, let me zoom out, give you the full kit and caboodle here. I just kind of threw it together. I actually started putting all of my workers over here, and then realized, okay, that's a great place for them, and then just put these random ass roads everywhere. So I'm not mad about it. I think soybean is what's holding me back. I got rid of one husk rice for a soybean, because I was selling husk rice. So I realistically I could come back down on Huskrice one more if I really think about it, because I've got more. If you look at my numbers here, I'm in the 600s basically on white rice and the rice vinegar. But like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just probably gonna leave it alone and stop fucking with it for now. I'll let it run and go from there. Let's check out the scoreboard, see where you're at. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, what the hell? Why is this thing scrolling so goddamn fast? Holy shit. Where are you at? Where are you at, Andre? Oh, Saint Arc. Okay, got you. All right, cool. Well, there you go. Immortalized forever. Me and you right there. Holding hands, charging forward, bud. All right. Also, if anybody's watching and they want to, I have 3 spots left in my guild. If anybody wants to, anybody needs to join one. Okay. So, basically, we're gonna create a class Lab 1. Okay, no big deal. Then the next thing we did was take this HTML here, and we're going to create a new class called TV, and we're going to copy and paste this in. Okay, so new Java class, and it's going to be called TV, finish, and then copy and paste all that in. Okay. We basically did debugging on this. We put debugging like right here and right there, just to kind of show what everything was. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that back in here, because I'm assuming that's what he wants it to show. But anyway, what is this? I'll get rid of that. Okay, now we need to change our package real quick. That's what she said. Okay, package is good. Okay, so that should be happy. If we clean and build that, should be good. Yeah, let's clean and build. Okay, so that was like kind of the first things we did in class. We made the default lab here, and then we copy and pasted this in. So if we run this, it's going to show us TV channels 1. It shows us all this stuff. So that's what it's supposed to show. Okay, so then we make a new class called Circle. Okay. Now here's what was interesting, right? Is we basically come here and do insert code. Instead of typing things out, you can auto generate code inside of NetBeans, which is pretty cool. I didn't know that, and I'm sure that's why he didn't show it to us. I'm sure some people maybe could have figured it out last semester if we wanted to, if we knew what to look for, right? So basically we used add property because we want to create a variable, and so I know you can't really see it, but basically we want to create a variable called radius, and it's going to be type double. So I type in radius, and then right here where it says string, we're going to click the drop down and go to double. And then we also are going to create a get and a set. So you see how it says public double get radius, public void set radius. Okay, so that get and set, right here it says generate getter and setter. So we want both of those. And then we're going to click OK. And this shows you what code is generating right here. Right? So boom, now it generated that code for me, inserted it for me. Pretty cool. Here's our first, creating our first, what would you call it, property. using insert code. Okay. Private double radius. Okay. So get radius is this method, and then return, it just returns what the radius is, right? Now, we're going to come over here and look. Public circle. We're not doing that one yet. Public circle radius. Okay. Let's look at what's inside of get radius. Return this dot radius. So this is one of the things we did. We changed it so that it returns this dot radius. This references this radius up here. Or in this case, whatever we attach it to. So if we say this, which we'll show in a minute, whatever this is, if I send it a circle, we're going to make circles in a minute. Whatever circle I send it is going to be considered this. And by send it, I mean I'm going to name, I'm going to call the circle and then put the dot and then get radius, and it's going to get the radius of that circle. Fairly straightforward. Okay, even though I'm not doing a good job explaining it. Okay, so we did that. We need to make a public static void main down here. So let's look at that real quick. So we'll come down here, PSVM, and the first thing we're gonna do. Okay, actually no, we're not doing that yet. Okay, we got to make number of objects first. Okay. So you see how we have private double radius. Okay. So now we're going to do this. I'm going to right click. Wherever the cursor is at, when I use insert code is where it puts the code. Go figure, right? Add property. Okay. Number of, cheers, salute, keep it sanchez, pro school, pro stagno. My apologies. Number of objects. In class, we called it in memory. So I need to use that. It is of type integer, int, int. And it's also going to be a static. As you can see here, we have private static int, right? So I need to click static right here and click OK. So now we've created this. Now in class, we made it originally equal to 0. Eventually, I think we ended up putting it as 1,000. If I'm not mistaken, we made it 1,000. Actually, we're gonna leave it at 0. We're gonna leave it at 0. Okay, so now we're going to put right up here at the top. We'll go ahead and put another space here. We're going to insert code again. We're going to go constructor, and we're going to do radius double. So this is us sending radius, which is a double, to the method. So you see right here we have public circle, double radius. I'm going to put a space here, and we're going to do another one, but we're not going to check that box. So I'm going to click constructor, but I'm not going to check this box. And by not checking this box, you'll see it's just going to make a public circle. So the difference is that when I checked that box, I told it to make me a method that's parameters are the variable radius, which is of type double. So if you come here, you see how we have public circle with nothing in the parentheses, and then right below it we have public circle double radius, right? So in public circle, we want to sout, which means print out. Hello, my friend. This is static context display. Static context displayed, and then /ins to make a space.
Sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure about that. Shut up. Before any objects are created. I misspelled created. Okay. And then we're also going to do... Oh, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Okay. That's actually not the one I need to type. Okay, hold on. Wrong thing. But we are going to paste it here, and we're going to comment it out because we need that later. Public circle. Okay, sout. Wrong. See, you got me all nervous and flubgastrated. Okay, default constructor called. So what does that mean? It means that when it says circle, which obviously the name of our class is circle, but we're calling the default constructor, which is this, with nothing in it. It's got nothing in the parentheses. So it's not expecting a parameter to be sent with the call of the method. Okay, and you compare that to this one, circle double radius is parameter constructor called. So what does that mean? Well, it means that when we call the circle method, we put something in the parentheses. So we're going to do sout parameter constructor called. Okay, so if we were to run this right now, nothing should happen. Why? Because we're not actually calling any of this. We're not calling any of these things. Right? When we run it, it should just run and nothing should happen. Because we've created everything. See, build success, nothing happened. We created things, but we didn't do anything with them. Right? So there's no... I'm gonna move me over here. Hold on. Let's move this here, and we'll move me out. I'm blocking some of the code, I realize, so let's go over here. All right. All right, I gotta move the chat. There we go. Okay, now you can see. All right, I feel better about that now. All right, so let's look up here. We have a function here for get number of objects and not one for set. But we need to get that going before we can really... I mean, to be fair, we can just do this. We can just do sout hello world, right? So if I do that and I run it, then we'll actually have some output now. But just to show that we actually... There you go. There's hello world right here. So we do have something there. Okay. So we've created number of objects in memory, right? And we've created a get number of objects, but not a set. We only did a get in this. We don't need a set. We don't need a set because we're going to plus that everywhere. So this I can actually just delete like this. Boom. Now it's done. Now what do I mean by I don't need it? Well, if we look back up here at what circle is, right? We do circle dot number of objects in memory plus. So what are we saying? We're saying whatever called this, right? You'll see what we mean in a second. That circle plus there. Now, if you notice, we don't do it on this one. To be fair, we don't actually need to do this. We can just do this. And what is that going to do? Well, it means every time we make a circle, whether we add a double radius to it or not, and every time we create a circle, use the circle method, we're going to increment number of objects in memory by 1. Right? So, number of objects in memory plus. Okay? So, if we run this right now, again, we're not using the circle function yet, so nothing should happen. We're not going to see it. This isn't going to change at all. Which if we come back up here, you can see we created it. Public static int, we're not worried about that. Return circle number object. Okay, static, we're not worried about this. This is where we're at right here. Public circle, default constructor, and we have not done those yet. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come here, and we're going to output the number of objects that we just did, right? So sout We'll do number of objects. And then, shut up. I forgot I have that shit on. I forgot I have all those stupid ass hotkeys. I should probably just go to like this screen. I don't know. It's going to be annoying because I'm going to be hitting those keys all the time. Okay. I wish there was a way to turn hotkeys. That's what I need. I need a hotkey to turn hotkeys on and off. That's what I need. That's what I need. And I guess I could just do this, right? If I do that, now what happens? Okay. Perfect. Okay, that's what I need to do. I need to put a hotkey button on here that just turns hotkey off and on when I'm coding. That's what I need to do. That's what I should probably do. Yeah. So that way when I'm coding, it doesn't constantly go off with all the hotkeys. Unless I want them to. Right? So, how would I do that? Let's go. It would be part of OBS. We're going to do what? Scene collection? Is it scene collection? No, that's not it. It's not scene collection. This is on off. What is this? This is a source visibility. Okay, source visibility. There we go. Okay. Scene. Live scene. Source is going to be hotkeys. Okay, perfect. So now hotkeys are on, right? Hotkeys are on. So if I type a plus sign, it should do. You gotta give him that hawk too, right? Okay. But if I turn hotkeys off, now it doesn't do it. Okay. Perfect. That's wonderful. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. That makes perfect sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this coding. Right? So when I'm coding, I can turn that off. Fucking wonderful. Okay. So back to this. Number of objects. What we're going to do, we put that in quotes, so it's going to just print that out. We're going to do circle dot number of objects in memory, which is going to print out what that variable is. Okay. So if we go run file, number of objects 0, right? Because we haven't created any objects yet. So obviously it would be 0. So, cheers, salute, keep aside your pro skull, pro stogma, drink. We're going to create a new circle. Okay. So how do we do that? Circle, C1 is what we're calling it, equals new circle. Okay. And then we'll do this. Copy, paste. Right? Now what happens? See, default constructor called, and number of objects is 1 now. So that worked. Also, we're going to remove this hello world. We don't need it. Okay. You can see we have that right there, right? Number of objects. Okay. So now the next thing we're going to do is make another circle. Call it C2, new circle. And this time we're going to send it a radius, which in our case is 10. Is what we want to send it. And then we'll do the same thing. Boom. Run file. Boom. Number of objects 0. Default constructor called. Number of objects. A parameter constructor called. Number of objects 2. Just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, what else do we do next? We create that circle. We output. Okay. Then we have to do the toString. Okay. Okay. So we need to make some more methods. So we need to make we need to fix this right here. Get number of objects. You see that? get number of objects is return I need to do we put circle here. Okay. Alright. Let's do get radius and set radius. Okay. So where do we need to put that? We'll put it right here after this. Okay, we put our cursor down right there. Insert code. And we're going to do a constructor. No, I'm sorry, not constructor. Is it constructor? I'm trying to remember what we did. Stop. Stop. A setter or a getter. Override method. We don't want it. I mean, set radius. No, that's not what we want. Let's go insert code. No. I'm trying to remember. I think we were just able to type it in. I think we just typed this in. Okay, public double get radius. Well, no, what the fuck? I thought I turned off hotkeys. I did turn off hotkeys, so what the fuck was that? Hold on. Okay, that's why I got too many of them. That's why. I have some that are outside that folder, so they just went off. Okay. Cheers, salute, give such pro skull, pro stock, my drink. Return this dot radius. Now, we're gonna do set radius next. Also, I think you said something about putting this in front of everything. Right? I don't know if we need it for this one or not, but I'm just throwing it in there. I'll have to look at my old code. The last code, the code we did in class. Okay, public double. No, this is a void. Set radius. Double radius. This dot radius equals radius. Two different radii. Two different radii. This is the radius that was sent into us. Right? This radius is this radius, the one that's getting sent to us. And then this is the radius of the circle that we called with this method. Okay. Now let's do public double get area. And we're going to return math dot pi times this dot radius times this dot radius. Okay. See that right there? Which is basically pi r squared, right? Area of a circle is pi r squared. So pi r squared. Done. Easy peasy. Now we have to do an override with the toString, which that's going to be one we're going to insert. Okay, this needs to be moved up here. Hold on. It's bugging me because when I look over here, it's let's pull. My shit's getting all disorganized. Okay. Why is this aired out? Public double get radius. Why are you mad? Set radius double is already defined in class circle. Okay. Set radius, we send double radius here. Get radius, we don't send anything. It's saying it's already defined. Did we do that? Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Okay, I'm not fucking paying attention. We did do that. Yeah, that's on me. I'm not fucking paying attention. Okay. Okay, so we don't need these two, basically. We already did that. Okay. Alright, that's on me. We did that. We did that when we set it up with the autocode. I just didn't fucking see it. Okay. So if we go look down here, we got to set up the toString next. And if we look at our output, this is what we should see. So we don't have this before any objects are created yet because we haven't done the static yet. But we'll do that in a minute. Okay, that's our output. Okay. So we look at get number of objects and memories right here. That's easy peasy. Done. We need to do a static, and then we need to do the toString. Okay. So let's do an override. So we right click import code and we go to override method. And we're going to do toString generate. Okay, public string toString return. And this is what we're going to return. We're going to return circle and brackets plus radius equals this dot radius plus so if we call dot toString, it'll send us this circle radius this dot radius. Okay. So now down here we can add a call to toString. So we'll do sout c1 dot toString. And that's it. Go ahead and run it. Easy peasy. So there you go. Radius equals 0. Why? Because we didn't set anything on C1. We just created C1. We didn't set anything. So let's do this. We're going to copy pasta that.
I've spent a lot of time, Joe, slating everybody in the company. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody.
Okay.
I ridicule.
Hold on. That's another one.
I've spent a
That's another hotkey. I gotta put it up. Okay. So now, instead of C1, we're gonna do C2. And if we run it, we should get a radius of 0 for the first one, and then a radius of 10 for the second one. Why? Because when we created C2 right here, we told it the radius was 10. Just like that. Okay, so now we're going to set radius of C1 to 20. And then if we toString it, it should tell us exactly what we need. Now, let's see. I want to see what this does actually. Let's do this. Where we're just calling C1. Yeah. Okay. So if we call C1, it's just going to do a toString and print it out. So that's why. Okay, that's why he did this. Watch. We don't need the toString function. It's like it's redundant. Because if we remove the toString, it's still going to print out the same thing as before. See how it prints out 10 and 20 right here? Forgot that's why we did it that way. Very cool. Already part of it. Now, we need to do get area for C1. We've already created that right here. Get area. So we're going to sout area of object C1 is, and then C1.get area. Just like that. Easy. Easy. Area of object C1 is 1256.637, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That's working. Now, we didn't put this equals class in. We need to put that in now. And I think that'll be, we need to do that in the static. Okay. So let's do our override equals here, which is right here before public static void main. So same thing, I'm going to right click, insert code, and we're going to do equals instead of toString, which we did already. Okay. Public boolean equals object. Now, it was supposed to generate this code and it didn't. I don't know why it didn't do that. It's not happy about something. Yeah, it's not happy about something. I don't know why. While we're waiting, you know what, let's go ahead and put the static in while I'm waiting to figure that out. Because otherwise I have to type all that shit in. I don't want to. Okay. It's not giving us static. How do we do static? Did we just type static? I guess we did. Okay. Sout. Hello, my friend. This is static context displayed. Oh, that's this big line up here. Yeah. Here we go. We already did this. Remember we already typed that? All right. Okay. So we typed that already. Now we're going to change the value of this to 1,000. We did it 1,000 in class. Int x equals 10. If x equals 10, which basically it should because we just created it and set it to that. Sout x equals 10. Else. Now we didn't do the else in class, but sout x does not equal 10. But the point is to show that no matter what you put in the static here, static method is going to run no matter what, before everything else happens. Cheers, Luke. If supposed to call, Chris Dogwood drink. Hello, my friend. This is a static context displayed. See right here? Before any objects are created. X equals 10. Boom. Number of objects 1000. Number of objects 1001. So all that's still good to go. So this runs, we can put a note here. Static runs before anything else in the class. Okay, static's done. That's all done. Circle, circle, get radius, get area, public toString. Okay. Now we need to figure out why this didn't work. And I don't know why it didn't work. I didn't have to type all this in previously is what I'm saying. Let's see. Insert code. Ah, here we go. Equals radius double. Here we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. See, it's I generated all this code. It didn't do that earlier. I don't know why. Maybe I wasn't clicked in the right place. I don't know. But now it generated all this code. So what it does is it compares what this is to what was sent to it. And you'll see what that means in a second. So we're going to do this. He used new strings. We're just going to compare the actual circles. Okay, so our radius for circle 1 is 20 and our radius for circle 2 is 10. So if we do sout C1 dot equals C2, right? And we'll see what it outputs. It should output false, right? Because C1 does not equal C2. There you go. So it outputs false. And what is it doing? Well, it comes in here and it says, okay, C1 is our this, right? You see this right here? This is C1 because we used C1 to call equals. And then what did we put inside of the parentheses? We put C2. So is C1 equal to C2? Is it the exact same thing in memory? No, it's not. Is the object equal to null? C2 is not equal to null, so false. Or it's not equal to false. Or it's not equal to null, so it doesn't send false. And then are their classes the same? Yes, so it does not return false. If the classes were different, it would return false. So that means at this point that the circle, they're both of class circle, and then it actually checks their radius values to see if they're equivalent, which in this case they are not. So what are we going to do? We're going to come here and we're going to say C1 dot set radius to 10. And then now we'll do this again. So we'll compare C1 and C2. Let's do this. Does C1 equal C2? Okay, so let's run it and we'll see what it does. There you go. So we made C1 equal to C2 by making their radius the same thing, right? Okay. So we did that. He did another variation of that here. Okay. It's 5:20. All right. I didn't really get much homework. This wasn't much homework, to be honest. This was basically just going over what I did in class. But this is what we want the output to look like. So let's run it and see what it looks like and compare. Okay. Hello, my friends. Static before any objects created. 10. Number of objects called. Okay. Default parameter constructor called. Number of objects. Okay. Circle. Boom, boom, boom. Area of object. Boom. C1 equals C2. Parameter constructor called. So he wants to have all that extra stuff. Okay. All right. I'm going to probably just pull what we did in class because I feel like that's what he wants anyway. But what we are going to do now is we're going to look at the PDF of the next part. So the next part is the account class. Implement a class called account that contains private int data field named ID for the account. So let's do that. New Java class. We're going to call it implement. No. Account. See, I'm not even freaking reading. Okay. Let's go ahead and insert code, add property, an int data field named ID. So we're going to call it ID, and it's of type int. I'm trying to see accessor and mutator methods for id, balance, and interest rate. Okay, so you see how we're creating these three, id, balance, and interest rate right here? We're creating those fields. And then down here, it says the accessor and mutator methods create the accessor and mutator methods. So that's another way of saying setter and getter. Accessor is getter, setter is mutator, right? So because I see that I have to do it in step 7, I'm going to leave this checked so I don't have to worry about it. Notice that these are not static, they're just private. So then we're going to click that, click OK. Now let's do the next data field. Insert code, add property. That's going to be called balance. And it's going to be a double. And same thing, I'm going to leave this checked. Boom. Okay. And then finally, our third one. Okay. Third one, it says, assume they all have the same interest rate. That is a static variable. So when we go to make this third variable, we're going to call it annual interest rate. Right? And it's going to be data type double, but it's also going to be a static. So we're going to check static right here. Okay. So now, create a private, also because right here it says accessor and mutator for that one. If we look right here, we only need to make a getter, not a setter, for date created. So when we make this next one, date, the date field, we will do our same thing, right click, insert code, add property. We're going to call it date created. And then right here, we're going to type in date, but we don't actually have that. We're going to have to load that code or load that package in, which we will in a second. So I don't want a generator, getter, and setter. I just want to generate a getter, also known as a accessor. And click OK. Okay. Now you see how we have a red here because we don't have we don't have the data type date. So we click here. Add import for java.util.date. And now it loaded this right here, which is importing the date. Okay. So then a no-arg constructor that creates a default account. Okay. So we'll put that right here. And that's just going to be right-click, insert code, constructor. And it's just going to be default. We're not going to have any of this stuff in here. Click generate, public account. Okay. And we're going to put step 5 a no arg constructor that creates a default account. Now you know what we can do? We can do this. We can put those steps in. I like that. I like that a lot. So now I can come back and I can reference the homework anytime I need to, because I got all the fucking information right here. There we go. Okay. Now our fourth one here is step 4.
I've spent a lot of time, Joe.
I thought I fucking moved you.
Slating everybody in the company. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody.
I thought I fucking moved you, bud.
Everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize.
I'm pretty sure I turned that guy off. Anyway. Okay. A private date field. Boom. Okay. This is step 5. We can actually, let's do this. Okay. You know our constructor. Okay. A constructor that creates an account with the specified ID and initial balance. Okay, so what does that mean? We're going to do the same thing. Right click, insert code. We're going to do constructor, and we need ID and initial balance. Okay, so we need to click ID and initial balance. Generate. So now what that means is if I call account and I put an ID, I have to put an ID and a balance in there, and then that'll make the account. So that's step 6. That's step 6. So we'll go ahead. Okay, that's done. The accessor and mutator methods for id, balance, and interest rate, and accessor method for date created. Okay, and we're going to put steps 7 and 8 below. Okay, so that's all done. A method named get monthly interest rate that returns the monthly interest rate. Okay. So what does that mean? Well, we go to insert code and we will do, I guess we're just going to write it out, huh? Yeah. We're just going to have to make this one. We're not going to be able to fast code it. Monthly interest rate. Public double, because interest rate is a double, right? Oh, I miss it. I think that's right?
I've spent a lot of time, Joe.
Bro, what the fuck is going on?
Slating everybody in the company. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody.
I could have sworn I fucking moved it. Oh, I don't like that. That's going to turn them all on. Ooh, no, that's not. My plan's not that good. No, my plan's not good. That plan's not going to work. I'm about to find another way to turn all these hotkeys off. Okay. Get monthly interest that returns the interest rate. Okay, return this dot annual interest rate. Okay. Returns the monthly interest rate. We didn't create a monthly interest rate. Oh, we got to calculate it. That's why. Okay. Okay. I'm just assuming we're going to take
I've spent a lot of time.
this and divide it by 12. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. Okay. I think that's, I mean, if it's a annual interest rate, you divide it by 12, that makes it monthly, doesn't it? That's what would be my guess. A method named withdraw that withdraws a specified amount from the account. Method named deposit specified amount to the account. A method equal to that compares id balance and creation standard field for true false. Method toString that returns string that includes all fields. Okay. So this is step 9, right? Let's go ahead and paste that in. I'm legit kind of curious now. How do you calculate monthly interest rate from annual? Yeah, you divide by 12. Okay, that's what I thought, right? That's what I thought. That seems like the easy answer, right? But I had to fucking make sure. just want to make sure there wasn't anything I was missing there. Okay, so this dot annual interest rate, and then divided by 12. Okay. So now we need a method. We need a method. This will be 10. A method named withdraw that withdraws a specified amount from the account. Public double withdraw, and it'll be double amount. Okay. And we've got balance, right? Okay. So we have a balance, right? So we need to do a check to see if there's enough to withdraw. So if amount is greater than or equal to this dot balance, return how should we do this? Method that withdraws a specified amount from the account. No, it doesn't need to be public. It needs to be private, right? I feel like this should be private, not public. This was all private. Private. Private, private, private. Okay. 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 Return the amount, the balance remaining in your account is, and then we're gonna do amount minus this dot balance. What am I doing? What am I doing? No. AJ Rose, my homework? Yeah, this is homework. What's up, AJ? How's it going? I'm trying to make it a string. Non-static variable disk cannot be referenced from static content.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you!
Yeah, you're welcome, Edgy. You're welcome, Edgy. What's up, brother? Okay. Okay, let's do this. If the amount that they want to withdraw is great, I did this backwards. Okay, if the amount they want to draw is greater than the balance, then we're going to return insufficient funds. Right? And then else return the balance remaining in your account is, and what we're going to do is we'll say this dot balance minus equals amount. And so then we'll just put this dot balance. Shut up, Connor, you jackass. Okay. Because if we're withdrawing money, then we need to subtract it, right? Eddie said, not much in you, bro. Good. Been better, but not supposed to be up this late. Well, listen, AJ, I got class at like an hour and a half that I need to start getting ready for. Yeah. I gotta get.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you!
About an hour and a half, actually an hour 20 or so. I need to go drink. I need to go shower to go to class. So, Edgy's got soup now. Hope you're happy, Edgy. I made soup easy, and glad you're doing well, Edgy. But yeah, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time on this, and then I'm gonna play some POE2 until I gotta get done for class. Yeah, well, we tried to do the soup Friday, and always drink. Yeah, you're right. Always drink. Well, this is grape juice, right? This is grape juice. I would never consume an alcoholic beverage before, something new to spam. Yeah, I know. I'm probably gonna have to adjust the volume on it. Matter of fact, let me do that now. Cheers, salute. Give us Sanjay Prost, skol, prostagma. Okay, let's adjust the volume down just a smidge. All right. Try it again, please, Edgy. It's just some grape juice, man. Go ahead and try soup again, please. Or if you don't have the channel points. Okay, let me try it.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you!
Okay, I'm gonna turn it down to like 50 because it's obnoxious. I love how.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup? Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you!
It's obnoxious, and I love that it's obnoxious, but also, need like 10. Yeah, you're good. Don't worry about it. I can test it on my end. I forgot about that. So we got this one.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
This is one of my favorites.
Obviously, the environment down here.
I changed the GIF.
The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt.
All right, I need to put my watch charging. Look. Let me do that real quick. Put my watch charging. So I have a functional watch today. All right, got my watch charging. All right, where were we? Okay. Needs to be a capital. Needs to be a capital string. What's in the grape juice? It's actually blueberry juice. It's actually blueberry juice. It's a little blueberry juice. That's all. From my former squad leader's blueberry farm. I believe it's 2011 is the date on it. So it's some old juice. You know what happens when juice sits around, you know? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make my main because I want to start testing. So let's do this. We're going to say account person 1 equals new account, and then account person 2 equals new account, and we're gonna send, we have to send what? ID and balance. Okay, so ID is a number, so we'll do 69,420. And then balance is going to be 69, 69, 69. Okay. So now, if we call, we're going to sout person 2 dot withdraw. And we're going to withdraw 500. Then stop it, Connor. Sout person 1 dot withdraw $1. All right, let's clean and build and see what happens. We should get 2 different messages, hypothetically. The percentage, I think it's 14%. 14% blueberry juice. It's also old, so I don't know if that makes it any better. Okay. Insufficient funds. The balance remaining in your account is -1. Okay, so I did it. It's backwards. It's backwards. Okay, so let's look at it again. If amount is less than or is greater than, sorry, I did do this wrong. Greater than or equal to this balance. There we go. Okay, I did it backwards. Let's try that again. Okay, the balance remaining in your account is, and then that, and insufficient funds. Okay, cool. That's working perfect. Okay. Let's do this. For symbols. And then we're going to put a $sign right here. Dollar, y'all. Okay, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've spent a lot of time, Joe, slating everybody in the company.
Plus. There we go. So let's try that again. Run. All right, cool. So it is working. Awesome. So this is a method named withdraw that withdraws specified amount from the account. So we have to check to see if they have enough, otherwise they can't withdraw. Okay, so let's do private. We're going to do another method that deposits specified amount into the account. Deposit private string deposit. And we're going to send double amount. Okay. Where's my phone at? 78? I should probably put my phone charging too. Might as well. Might as well put everything charging. Might as well. So yeah, I think so. Right now I got things to do after class, like build a catio and fix my water faucet that's been leaking for over a month here. But I think my plan moving forward for this semester is to stream extremely late. I mean, I know I've already been doing that, but I want to be able to, like, if I like, because about 2 hours ago before I started streaming, I almost went to take a nap. And what I worry about is if I take a nap, I'm not going to get up in time for school. So my plan is to basically get home from school, eat, and then go to bed. And then wake up and do homework and whatever, and then videos and stream or whatever. So that's what you should expect to see me on around this time moving forward for the rest of the semester. So that's my plan. So, because all my classes start at 8. So, you know. Sometimes I just want to fucking sleep, you know. Sometimes I just want to sleep. But now I got to build a catio at my sister's. I got to try and... I went Monday to buy the lumber, and all of the shit was like literally drenched in water. And I was like, well, I don't want to build with soaking wet ass wood. So I waited. Hopefully it'll be dry today when I go. And then I need to treat the wood with some waterproofing. And then after that, pretty much, you know, I gotta fix the sink here. It's my next project. How long's the semester? It ends, I think the last day of class, like May 9th, something like that. So we just started. This is our first week. Cheers, salute, give us such a pro skol, prostagma. Yeah, this is our first week. Okay, so for the deposit, you can put anything in there. So let's do this. If amount is greater than 0, we're going to do this dot balance plus equals amount, and then we will return the balance, the new balance in your account is, and then this dot balance, okay, and then else we're going to return we'll put please enter a valid deposit amount. I mean, I don't even know if I need to put a catch in there. That's not bad. I thought it would be longer. Well, I mean, it's 4 months basically. February, March, April, May. You know. I'll be honest. I wish it had been. I wish our break had been longer, but here we are. Okay, so let's do person 1 dot deposit, and we'll put $1,000 in. And then person 2 dot deposit -1. And then it should give us the 2 messages there to test. Is that for the whole year? No. So this is the spring semester. So this will be my second semester in programming. Okay. I forgot this out. All right.
I've spent a lot of time, Joe.
Shut up, Connor.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup
Why are you
store?
buying clothes at the soup store? Why? Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? All right, so do you see what happened there? Is that I was just running this method. I wasn't printing out the result of the method. So that's why I didn't show anything. I wasn't paying attention. All right. New balance in your account is 1,000. Please enter your valid deposit amount. So let's do this. Let's do this. We'll do two transactions here on person 1.
I've spent a lot of time, Joe.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay, so now if we run this file, we should have a 2,234 balance. Yep. Okay. Cool. I was playing Dark Quantity. Yeah, did you like it? Isn't it fun? I don't know what the update is. I don't know when we're expecting to get it in full early access, but I mean, I haven't played it since the stream, but I've been doing other shit. But I really like it. I really do. Okay, let's put a comment in here. This will be for number 11. Okay, and then this is going to be tests all methods and constructors in main using your own objects. Love the endless mode. Yeah, the endless mode is great, especially if you get like, I mean, because you can keep leveling up your character, right? And now obviously there's a finite limit. Archer with leap, yeah. Archer with leap is how I've gotten the furthest in the game. Archer feels like the better class. Barbarian doesn't feel very good comparatively. I mean, Ricochet is just so powerful. When you're just sitting there with extra projectiles and getting the more powerful bow, cranking up the attack speed, you know, just start maiming. The Barbarian just doesn't have the same chutzpah that the Archer does. And it's a shame because it should. Barbarian's fun. And it's not like the Barbarian takes like it's not like a traditional Barbarian class where it takes less damage or whatever, you know. You help others to survive. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's with both of them, right? But yeah, it's not like a traditional AR or RPG where the Barbarian has higher resist or whatever. At least it doesn't seem like so. It seems like they both take damage equally. Okay. A method equals that compares id balance data creation standard equals for true false. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna come here and we're gonna put that in. So we're gonna use the code insert here. Insert code, and we're gonna do equals. Okay, and we want to do id balance and date created. Okay. Generate. Boom. And I believe he said we can get rid of this part, this hash code. We don't need that. Tried clearing the ghost. It's insane the damage they do. Clearing the ghost. Oh yeah, the ghosts. So once I got a good archer build, it was easy. The archer just you get close with the barbarian. I don't know how the barbarian would do it because they do deal a shitload of damage. The ghost caravan. So it's like I feel like it has to be archer if you're gonna try it. How about this? After I finish this part of the homework, we can boot up. We can boot it up real quick, and I'll play around, and then go jump into POE. Leap. Yeah, I still don't know if that's enough. No, not the caravan. Clearing the ghosts. You talking about like the mages? Okay, so let's do this. Account person 3 equals new account, and we'll do 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5, and then account person 4 equals new account 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. So this is going to make 2 more persons. So now we can do sout person 3 equals person 4. Shut up. Does person 3 equal person 4? Okay.
I've spent a lot of time.
And now we're going to do person 3 equal person 3. And we'll put person 3 here. So we're going to test everything right here. Shut up, Connor. Jesus fucking Christ. You made it. You made it. Yes. No. That's the point, though. That's the point. Because it's 2 different people, so they would have different IDs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you finish the level and the end stage ghost comes out. Oh, okay. You're talking about there's an end stage ghost at the end of. Yeah. That's what killed me last time, wasn't it? That ghost. The ghost at the end is what killed me, right? Right at the end. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, because he's got all those little blue balls coming off of him, which I think if I had gotten there with the archer, I would have beaten it. But trying to do it with the barbarian, I just don't think it was gonna happen. Okay, we need to do a 2-string class next. So let's do that, and then we'll make sure we're testing everything, and then basically we'll be done with this. Okay. A method 2-string that returns the fields that include those values. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to right click insert code, and we're going to go 2-string, and we want to include all fields. Generate. Okay. And so now if we go sout person 1.2string, and then we'll copy and we'll do all 4 people. Okay, so now we run it, we should be good to go. So when you do stage 1, you finish the whole thing, ghost appear. When you do stage 1, when you finish the whole thing, ghost appears. You're talking about the first one, or are you talking about the endless one? Okay. Account ID, date created, no. Okay. So we need to add date created in, because we haven't done date created yet. Okay, private date because the account was created. Okay, so we need to do. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. I don't remember how to do time. Java, how to get current time into data variable. Okay. Okay. Let's see if that does it. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember doing dates. We didn't really go over it. When you do stage 1, you finish the whole thing, the ghost appears, so when the timers run out. Are you talking about the last one, Edgy? Or are you talking about the first couple? There's the first 3 stages that have a set number of bosses. Because if you're talking about the last one, then yeah, that's that big ghost that killed me. The final big boss, I feel like. Okay. There we go. All right. That's all good to go. So it's working. Okay. ToString ID equals balance equals date created equals. Let's run it again. I like to clean things up, make it look a little nicer, you know. Okay. Okay. So we've got a small issue here. Okay. An accessor and mutator methods for id, balance, and annual interest rate. Monthly interest rate returns the monthly interest rate. Yeah. And draws a specified amount from the account. Okay. Get set annual interest rate. Okay, if you come right here, it says assume that all accounts have the same interest rate. So interest rate here will equal 0.12. Okay, so the thing is, we need to, we're going to give it the same, this dot annual, no. Let's see. Everybody can equal. It's a static. Everybody can access it. Return annual interest rate. Balance data creation standard interest. Yeah. Okay, so we just, that's all. Get and set annual interest rate. So we have to do all those. Okay. And we just haven't done them yet. Okay. All right. That's fine. New account. New account here. Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to remove this ToString and then we're going to put it back in. See, it doesn't have the, but that's fine because it says includes all fields. I don't know. Okay, so when you do stage 1, you know there's a timer on top of your screen which is zeros GHOSTWIRE. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I remember now. Also, I have a scratch in my arm. I don't know how the hell I got that. I must have just scratched myself and not noticed. Yeah. I've gotten close to killing them one time. Yeah. They just start flooding the map. Yeah. I remember those. Yeah. They chase you around and you have to try and survive them. Yeah. I remember now. Okay. What I'm trying to see, I'm trying to remember, because we created interest rate, right? It's a static variable. Everybody's got that. So that's why I was trying to do this dot set balance, set ID, get monthly interest rate. That's the thing. That just, yeah. I think we're good because everybody's interest rate's the same. I don't think it really fucking matters. I think I'm overthinking this. So let's do this. We have accessors and mutators for id, balance, and annual interest rate, right? So we did withdraw and deposit. And so basically we've done these two, done these three, done these four. We've done these, tested these. So we need to test these. Okay. So let's do this. We've created person 1 and person 2, right? So let's set all that. Right? So if we do a person 1 dot set balance, set ID 101010, then we do person 1 dot get ID, right? Then person 1 set balance is gonna be 1 2 3 4 5 6 9 0. Person 1 dot get balance, and then person 1 dot get date created, person 1 dot get monthly interest rate. Okay, I think that'll work out. That'll work out because we're showing the accessors and the mutators for id, balance, and set monthly interest rate, annual interest rate, annual interest rate, annual interest rate. This is get monthly. Okay. Where's our set? Okay. Let's try this. Ah, okay. Now I see. That's where I was fucking up. That's where I was fucking up. Okay, I didn't have that. Assignment to self. Yeah. So it doesn't need to be. Never mind. Never mind. So that's the point. I don't need this. Yeah, I don't need this because I'm assigning it to itself. It's the same thing. Okay. So basically everybody has this variable already. Right, that's what he was saying. So I don't need to do this. They've already got it. So if we go to set annual interest rate, account dot annual interest rate equals what I send it, versus get just sends me back. Yeah, that's what we need right there. Okay, that makes more sense. Excuse me. Okay, so let's do one dot it's not letting me it's not letting me access it. Public static double get annual interest rate. Why isn't it letting me? It's not letting me call it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, I need to sout all these, don't I? Fuck. Shut up, Connor. No, no, not this one. Not these. This one.
I've spent a lot of
Okay.
a lot of time.
Okay. I thought I'd solve this problem and I haven't. Okay. Date created is
I've spent a lot of time.
okay. Annual interest rate is
I've spent a lot of
okay. I'm supposed to show that it's working, right? And if I'm not souting it, I'm not outputting anything to the screen,
spent a lot of time, Joe.
you can't see that it's working, right? So that's on me for not putting that in. Okay. So we set the ID, got the ID. Set the balance, got the balance. Got the date created, because that only needs a accessor. We've showed the monthly rate, so now we need to set the interest rate before that. Okay, so person1 dot set annual interest rate, and we're gonna make it 0.05. Okay. Okay. It's a static variable, but we don't need a static mutator. So let's do that. Let's take that static off. Let's do that. That should solve that. Yeah. So we need the variable to be static, but not the actual function, the method. Would you make it 12 since you set it to 0.12? Well, that's the thing, is I set it to 0.12. That's default. So I'm trying to show that we changed it. So default, everybody's interest rate's the same. So I'm trying to show that we can change it. So I put it something different. So I just did 0.05. It doesn't really matter what we put. Just that we're showing that we can change it. You know what I mean? Okay. So now we've set and then got annual interest rate. So that's the 7th step right here. Date created, we did that. Okay. And then monthly interest rate. I think that's it. I think we got everything. Okay, run file. Okay, ID is 101010, balance is 1 2 3 4 5 6 E9. Date created is this, interest rate is 0.05, monthly interest rate is this. Okay, balance remaining in your account's this, balance remaining account that. Balance in your account that. Enter a valid deposit amount. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do it like that. Okay. Annual interest rate is this. Monthly interest rate is that. And we'll make it 1.5. Make it a little more interesting. Run file. Okay. Valid deposit amount. False. True. Okay. That looks great. I think that's it. Okay, so that's part 1. That's lab 1. All right. I'm happy with that. So we're going to go ahead, minimize this, minimize that. And we will go ahead and boot up. Well, we're not going to boot that up. We'll do a quick round of Conquest Dark. And then we'll probably jump into POE for a minute. I'm not going to have that much time. Coding took a little longer than I thought it would. In my head it would have gone way faster. But anyway, what are you going to do? Okay.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you!
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. You were saying the ghosts, right? I haven't tried to go back and do any of these. So I'll leave it up to you. Do you want me to do the ritual grounds again, or do you want me to go back through the original 3 and try and see if I can survive the ghosts at the end? Also, cheers, salutes, que pessoal pro skol, pro stagma. What do you think? What do you think, Edgy? I don't have a lot of time. Yeah. Stay stage 1? Okay. We'll redo stage 1. Why not? Alright. I want Hunter, two-handed weapon. She likes short bow. Okay, we're going with this one because it's the most damage. Alright, level up. Okay. We're gonna buff sprint in the hopes that we can buff get leap. Okay, ricochet shot, obviously. The only real answer here. The only real answer. The only real answer that matters. Ricochet shot, baby. Level up. Okay, attack speed. Obviously attack speed. Always attack speed. Especially since this is the slow bow. Okay, bleed rate, chance of spawning, so barrier. We'll put barrier on, help me survive. Okay, stalker wraps. Projectile amount, movement speed, all damage. Okay. I think we go with this one. Projectile amount. Because with ricochet, we want all those extra projectiles. Okay, projectile amount, movement speed, recharge rate, health regen, dodge charges. We'll put one on that just so we lock that in. A little survivability, you know what I'm saying? We're not getting the best rolls on, you know. On the level up skill tree yet, but okay, spike balls, burst shot, concentrated shot. We want to do... We're buffing lunar damage. Let's try spike balls. Why not? Okay. Attack speed, all damage, chance to spawn, healing soul, resistance, movement speed, primal damage. We're going to get the buff with movement speed if we do this one. And this one's just... this one does buff attack speed and crit chance. We'll go this one. Okay, rerolls. I don't care about that. I just gotta collect all the damn XP. Got XP dropping like it's hot, bud. Okay, projectile amount. Projectile amount. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Okay, attack speed, obviously. Always attack speed if we can help it. Okay, attack force, chance for rare items, block chance. We'll go attack force since it's going to push everything back. I need more enemies. Not enough fucking enemies. You know what I would like for them to do is put on like a difficulty mode for each ritual. You can choose to make them harder. Like once you've beaten it, you can do it like, you know, a more difficult version. I think that would be fun. So there's some replayability, right? Because like obviously if I'm stronger, then going back and doing a long, you know. Leap, let's go. Lunar damage. Okay, now we're getting this. And Brand of Flame. Critical strikes, mega. We just need to buff that. Need to buff the leap, baby. Buff the leap. Will this be the run? That's a good question. I don't know. We need to get the movement charges up. Feeling pretty good about my balls here instead of the whirlwind. You know, because the balls cover further distance. Okay. Increase damage to healthy enemies. Reroll projectile amount. Movement speed. Recharge rate. There we go. Need that recharge rate, baby. Okay, here we go. Caravan. Okay, attack speed. Okay, lunar damage. Buff that. Okay, attack speed, obviously. Got him. Let's go. Get good, scrub. Get good, scrub. Chance for rare, primal resistance, solar resistance. Let's re-roll it. Primal damage. Attack speed. Let's go. Buff the attack speed. Solar track range. There we go. Take that. Okay. Critical hit chance. I would like some crit. Okay, projectile pierce, health regen, dodge charges. There we go. Attack force, attack reach, solar track range. Let's do solar track range. We're almost infinite leap. We're getting there. We're getting there. Remember, you gotta land on the enemies to like really get the infinite leap going. Gotta land on the enemies to get the infinite leap. Level up, projectile amount, projectile pierce, movement speed, move recharge rate. Movement recharge rate, baby. Ooh, got some gear here. Gear here. Okay, we want critical hit chance strike or each time you damage. We're not doing burning damage, so we're not going to do brand of flame. Easy. Primal damage, primal resistance. Because this does primal damage, the spike balls. So we're buffing the spike balls there. Okay. All resist, attack reach, critical hit damage, movement speed. We've already got 3 of the set. No. We don't have any of that set. Resistance piercing. Instant attack chance. Oof. Gotta go that, baby. Get an instant attack chance. Just some extra damage. Yeah, I'm not gonna have time for POE. I'm gonna have to get off so I can go shower after this round, I'm sure. I mean, I might have time to just jump in and show where we're at, but that's pretty much it. Okay, projectile amount, health regen, 2 to 3 dodge charges. I feel like we gotta go with the dodge charges. And then crit hit damage, attack reach. Let's go crit hit damage. I should have done attack reach, actually. I should have done attack reach. Because that was only 25 to crit hit damage, so it's not like it was a really big buff, you know? Okay, projectile amount, attack speed. Oof. Oof. I'm going to go projectile amount. I'm going to do projectile amount this time. This is we get a lot more fuckers off the map. We got, since when did we get 3 balls? Oh, here's the guys, here's the ghosts. Here we go. Okay, attack speed. Nope, didn't survive. Oh well. We can level this up though, that's good. Altar of Endurance, we can level that up. A little more health, nice. Alright. Alright. This is fun, man, this is fun. These games are fun because you can just jump in, spam the jump into them. Yeah, the jump wasn't maxed out enough. The problem with level 1 is you don't get high enough. It doesn't last long enough. You can't level up high enough in level 1. I feel like if that was level 2, level 2 would have been fine. I need to have one more slot for it, I guess is my point. The little arrows, the little chevrons. I was missing one. If I had at least 3, I'd been able to spam it.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you!
Yeah, I know. I wish I had soup. Alright, let's top this off and then, or not top this off, finish this off, and then I'm going to go shower and get my day started. Cheers to Luki Pro Skol Pro Stagma. Oh yeah. It's a nice little blueberry juice. Just a little blueberry juice, get the day started. Alright. Thank you, Lanagraph, for the follow. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you. Listen, we're not just chatting right now. I mean, we are just chatting, but I'm gonna jump in and show where I'm at right now, and then from there we'll. I gotta go. I washed a bunch of towels. I gotta go pick those up, and then go shower and head to class, and then I need to go try and buy that lumber today. I know, Edgy. I know. Trust me. Come to talk with you again. So, watching
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you!
Watching Elon play his character. I had unequipped this Tempest Bell a long time ago. Spam time, hi, Edgy. Lanagraph, I sent you a follow on Instagram. Let's connect there. Well, then you must be a spammer. You know, it's interesting because it has to work, right? Like the amount of effort that people spend. Yeah, I'm not interested. Thanks though. Thanks anyway, Lana. I'm not interested. Appreciate it. I don't need what? I'm gonna be getting off soon. I got fucking killed. Well, I just died, so you know that. Actually, okay. So here, to be fair. Okay, to be fair, I did die a bunch on, I think I died like 3 or 4 times off stream. Take your boots and walk? Yeah, no shit. No, so Elon was using, like, I think the bell, he might have had the bell equipped, or someone had the bell equipped, I don't remember. But anyway, I died. So what I'm going to do is I will take I'll take a little sippy poo for all the deaths that I owe you and for dying right now. So this is also cactus juice. This is cactus juice. Cactus juice. Definitely not alcohol. But yeah. I got distractions all over the place. I need to drop misses at work, brother. Yeah, appreciate you, man. I'm gonna get off now. So, but yeah, this is where we're at. We're in Act 3. But I'm basically saying what I was trying to get at was that trying to use this bell because apparently the bell is good if you use it properly. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be jumping on. I literally gotta go shower and shit. So, watch. I'm gonna try and use the bell to show what I'm talking about. Real quick. But yeah, you have a great day, man. Appreciate you stopping in as always. But like I said, my plan will probably be super early, late nights, so that I can be up for class because I have class at 8 every morning. So that's the basic issue. Yeah, so apparently the bell is OP. If you use it properly. So I gotta work on using the bell. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna head back to town. Alright. Well, appreciate you all. Thank you.
Good scrub. You should get good scrub.
Listen, I tried something that didn't work.
You should get good scrub. You should get good scrub.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Chaos. I don't know. I can't. I have no idea what's going on. I can't see anything. What is love, baby? Don't hurt me. I don't know. I'm fucking everything up. Anyway, where the hell did I go? Bruh, I have no idea. I disappeared. Love lots, brother. Appreciate you, man. No, thank you. Here, we'll just do that. Oh, wow, you can see me now. All right, anyway, I'm gonna head out. Appreciate y'all watching. I'll probably try and finish my homework tomorrow on stream and then play some POE or whatever. So, POE for sure. I need to play some more. I haven't played in a couple days. All being said, love y'all. Appreciate you being here. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to try and unfuck what I did over here. I fucked something up. But anyway, I'm like a warlord. Stash. Love y'all. Hope you have a great rest of your day, your morning.